Hey guys, Joe here from Avalon Accounting, and today we're covering my top business books, the books I think every small business owner should read. And whether you're just starting your business or you're running your business for a while now, you'll get something out of these books. So all that and nothing else coming up. All right, so let's just jump into it. I am going to cover the E-Myth at the end. I think I captioned this that this isn't on this recommended list, but I'll cover why at the end of this video. But let's just get into the books that I recommend that every business owner read. And number one is How to Win Friends and Influence People. This is such an important book, not only for small business owners, but for people in general. I think the way that you carry yourself and the way you treat other people is so important, and that should be reflected in your business. Not only because it helps other people, but it does help yourself as well. I think you gain confidence through that, being able to accept your faults and accept your mistakes and be forthcoming with them is really important. And as business owners, we have a duty to have confidence in the things that we portray or the services and products that we sell. So this and other books like it, Success Through a Positive Mental Attitude, Think and Grow Rich, you name them, these are the timeless classics, and I just chose this as more representative of all those books and really a key read for any small business owner when they're starting their business or when they're in it for the long haul. So this is a great one. My next pick is a really good one, and for mindset, I know when business owners have read a book like this or this book itself, because their mindset changes on how they're going to grow and build their business. So this is called Built to Sell by John Warrillow, and it can really change your whole perspective on how you run your business. And the idea behind it is that you should build a business that's sellable, and not necessarily because you want to sell your business, but because sellable businesses are actually a lot more fun to run. If you don't have to be around all the time to babysit your business, it's going to be much more fun to work in. So that's the idea behind it. And then just the bonus of it is that it becomes a much more valuable company as well. Somebody else would be willing to pay you to buy that business. So that's key in any business ownership journey for sure. So that's Built to Sell, John Warrillow, highly recommended. The next book is kind of a mindset one. It's called The Productivity Project by Chris Bailey. And this one really changed the way I approached productivity in my work. And it's so many tips here. I was kind of swimming around for the first part of my business doing a lot of different things, and it felt really slapdash. I read this book and implemented some of its advice, and it's really helped me to stay focused, not only on the task at hand, but really prioritizing my work every day and going through a system of productivity so that the things that I'm getting done don't get done by accident and nobody else is setting my agenda. I'm doing that because it's really important work, and I know that I can say no to other things if they don't fit within that. So again, Productivity Project by Chris Bailey, highly recommended, and a nice easy read. I've read this, I can't count how many times, but I just keep it around to refer to at all times. Next up is Making Money is Killing Your Business. I think it's a great title for a book, for one thing, but it's also such an important book in our journey. We set our business maturity date, as Chuck Blakeman calls it, in August of 2020. And although we didn't get to the place I think we thought it would look like at the time, and that's just full disclosure, we're much closer to a business that we love than we were when we started that journey. So this was such an important book for mindset as well, and how to build a business that isn't going to kill you. And there's some really good tactics in this book that you can implement in your business tomorrow to make your life a lot better. A lot of good ways to think about all the things that you're doing within your business and how they're going to improve your life in the future. So Making Money is Killing Your Business, great book, highly recommended. I'm not sure that it's in print anymore, but I picked up a used copy at a used bookstore here locally, and I'm sure there's a lot of copies jumping around out there, so should be fairly easy to find in physical format, which I love, but also in digital. Next up is the 1 hour plan for growth. And if you've ever been scared of strategy, this is the book for you. I think strategy is so important, often underrated sort of thing to do within a small business, because it's sort of, a lot of people think of it as a big business thing to do. But I feel like if you don't have a North Star in your business, if you don't have a good mission and vision for your business, your decisions are going to be all over the place. If you know the place you're trying to go and what you're trying to achieve with your business, all your decisions are going to become a lot easier. And this is the book that I went to, and it was recommended to me to go through a strategic planning process, and it's really helped me kind of keep that really contained, not spending hours and hours and hours. So that's it. So the 1 hour plan for growth by Joe Calhoun. If you're interested in some strategy work, pick up this book. Really fantastic. Next up is a marketing book, and this is the one marketing book that I would recommend for small business owners. So applicable to so many different kinds of businesses, and a really easy and great read. Allan did a great job of conveying lots of different concepts in a really digestible manner, which is what we want as small business owners. I think you don't want to be swimming in thousands of pages, but this is really succinct, really to the point, and gives you a lot of key takeaways for how to not only build your business and your marketing to sell, but also how that affects the products and services that you offer as well. So there's a lot in here, and just highly recommend you read it. You'll get lots out of it for sure. Next up is another marketing book that I recommend, and it's kind of the inbound marketing playbook here. They Ask You Answer by Sheridan, and really fantastic book, and changed the way we've approached marketing over the last 3 years. We've really taken this to heart and tried to apply this mentality in everything we do at Avalon. It's been about 3 years since we implemented it, and honestly, I couldn't believe the results of it after 3 years of consistent effort. It doesn't happen overnight. You need to really work at it, and it needs to become a part of just how you live and breathe, is that you want to be helpful to your customers and your potential customers, but knowing that some people just won't become your customers and they can still get some value out of what you are offering. And it really aligned with our mission, is to help small business owners thrive, and we're happy to do that for a larger audience, not just our clients or would-be clients. So yes, They Ask You Answer, highly recommended. Lots of good places to start, and how to educate your customers. So fantastic, highly recommended, as I think everything in here is. Maybe it goes without saying, maybe I'm repeating myself. Next up, and I just did a review on this book, it's called Simple Numbers, Straight Talk, Big Profits, and that is by Crabtree. And like I said in my review video, we call him Lord Crabtree around Avalon because we love this book so much. If you're looking for one financial book just to raise your level of financial understanding as a small business owner, this is the book to read. There's so much to take out of this. You don't have to be an expert at finance. You can read this book and you'll be able to really understand what you need out of your financial statements, how to understand how cash flows through your business and all of that. So really highly recommended as not just a starter. I took a lot out of this book as well as an accountant, and I know small business owners that read it get a ton out of it, and it becomes a real conversation starter. So Simple Numbers, Straight Talk, Big Profits. Yeah, just go out and buy a copy and read it, please. Oh, there is a version 2 of this, and we read it. Not quite the same takeaways. I'd go for the older version if you're just starting on it. All right, the last book on my recommended list for now. I have lots of recommended books, but just kind of trying to keep this one within, a reasonable amount of time. But that's Traction by Gino Wickman, and this is just a fantastic book. I went to a conference about 3 years ago-ish on this book, and came out with just so many actionable items, and implemented some of the I think they call it the Entrepreneur's Operating System, or EOS system, and some meetings and things that we implemented right away and have been paying dividends ever since. It's just a great way to introduce continuous improvement in your business, make sure that employees can really voice any concerns that they have or raise any issues, and you can solve those issues and get them out of the way, is really fantastic. So we've gone from, struggling a little bit on the processes side to, now just stamping out little fires. So it's fantastic, well worth a read. I'm not the only person to recommend this one. Just go do some review lookups and you'll see that this is a very highly recommended book across entrepreneurship groups. So that's my list. The one I did not include, that was the E-Myth. I read this book before I started my business, when I wanted to start my business, and I think it really set my mindset on what kind of business I wanted to run. The reason it's not in this list is because it's just such an obvious one. I think any list like this that you are going to take a look at is going to recommend this book, and they're going to recommend it for a good reason. So, if you haven't read it already, just go ahead and do that, but not specifically include it on my list because, hey, it's everywhere and you should know about it. But that's it. What do you think? Did I miss any books? Did I miss any books that were really relevant and important to you growing your business? Did I miss a section of books that would help with small business owners? Please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your book recommendations. And if you're interested, I can do a version 2 of this. I'm a bit of a book nerd when it comes to business books. I like to devour them. So I've got lots more on my list that I'd love to share with you. Just let me know if that would be interesting. And if you like this video, please hit that like button. And if you like all of our videos, please subscribe. We'd love to see you around the channel. So until the next one, thanks so much for watching and take care. Cheers.